Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Oh, great.
I want to protect everyone too. Mr. Sora. Great.
Are you all right? Mission command.
No manners, huh? I need to be breathing as we're doing. Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Look out! Nap time. Don't mess with me. Who invited? Who will it be?
Eliminating threat. A miracle. Take that, Clara.
Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, wait.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus. Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender. Make it quick.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
Medicus.
Nap time. Who will it be? I need to be brief.
Hide. Mission command.
Oh, okay. Thought this was going to go on for a bit longer.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzu lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the Seat of Divine Foresight and tell Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
Well, I mean, now we know what happened to them, but at the same time, it's like, we still don't know who, like, the big shots are there. May I ask, have you come here to... Yes, we did. Oh, okay. Stone Lion. What is this? Oh. Stuff. Okay, guess that's all. Hi.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened?
Not quite.
Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates. Using notions of
Plague's
power
author.
and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures. Down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seat of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about?
Tell me about the current state of the disciples.
The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to
And we didn't get
infiltrate.
very far.
The Seat of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards.
Did you send a lot of people undercover?
Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus' Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription.
But the guy said that this was like specifically made for me.
Clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Oh, talking to several people, are we? Hello. Yes.
Can I help you? The Seed of Divine Foresight? Let me see the prescription. Oh, heavens above. It's a horrifying prescription, and I can't make any sense of it. Go and ask Lady Don Shu. She's our chief alchemist. She may be sightless, but she's more qualified than all of us. She's no stranger to helping others, either. Always prescribing medicine to those in need, and free of charge. She'll certainly be willing to help the Seed of Divine Foresight. You can find her at Sinwood Pavilion.
Oh, immediately spoke to the right one, it seems.
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
You know me?
Everyone does. You're the hero who rescued the Vidyadhara healer lady in Exalting Sanctum. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess.
Word
Can
definitely
you read
travels
it to me?
fast.
Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
Continue after reaching Trailblaze level 34. Yikes. I'm Kui, Chief Secretary of the Skyfaring Commission. The Palace of Astrum is running a small event for visitors to better understand. Tianzhou. I keep forgetting. I'm terrible. Would you be interested? A dreamy one-day tour? Where'd you get all these ideas? I haven't even said anything. I don't know if you've met him before, but the Skyfaring Commission has a speed tester named Tantan. Okay, this is way too fast, but if you're going to talk this fast, fine. If you're ready, please go find Tantan. Fired. Okay. So what level are we? We are 32. Yikes. Okay, well... I haven't even made a full 10 wish here. Fudge. Let's work on this.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Hey, Serval.
Where did they
Who?
get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up.
I never say no to free afternoon tea.
Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house. Order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
This something, is it a favor?
Was it that obvious? I'm out of practice.
No need for the formalities, let's hear it.
Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are.
Oh, that's it.
Hey,
I feel embarrassed to ask now.
She's
How can I
laughing
put
like
this?
that.
If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hong came here on that train.
How are you doing?
The Astral Express?
Right.
Right? I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Sure. So you're in the train? Well, I'm good. I hope you're home soon. Why are you asking this all of a sudden? You need to pass the boarding exam? Such matters aren't up to me. Aching and sore. From working
I
out
guessed as
much?
You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Bellabog after a few
Fair
years,
enough.
right?
You hope so too? Yeah, I think so. Well, then you've got to take it easy. Don't overdo it.
Really? You're gonna say yes, just
But
like
I'll
that?
still have to ask the others.
I understand. I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance. Actions. Oh, I get you. Another plate
I like
of
your
delicious
style.
snacks coming right up.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang? Or Pom Pom? Who's the best one to ask? Let's send a message to Pom Pom.
Conductor Hal, currently operating on the Express. Please leave a message. Don't try to fool me. I can see you typing. Dang nabbit, my cover has been blown. Yeah, did Ariel class My back hasn't been the same, but I'm going for pole dancing tomorrow. Damn. Well, your back hasn't been the same? Listen, if you're sore, don't overdo it. That's absolutely counterintuitive and counterproductive. Oh, did you want to bring your friend on board? We did. So tell me, what's this friend like? She's into music, she's really smart. Please organize your thoughts before answering. Pom-Pom has to think long and hard about this case. Oh, Miss Himiko will surely be delighted. Anyway, Pom-Pom think there's no problem, but the engine room is off limits. Don't wreck anything. Can she promise that? No problem. Whatever the case, these things are not allowed. If this rule can be followed, Pom-Pom will have no objections. Thank you, conductor. Cute. Like Thex needs practice to get looser. Oh, I was gonna say, like, get loser. So are we actually gonna accept her as a new member of the Astral Express?
Come around and have a look.
Oh, Japard is here.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it. That's just it. There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to
okay.
rejoin the Silvermane Guards. But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Yeah, I don't think the brother's gonna be very
Serval.
happy.
Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
Maybe she just wants to see the outside world.
I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she
seems like
plans
we
on
need to
getting
go
all this
check up on
across
her.
to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort. You know what I mean.
Okay, Tweet Knight, I'm here.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match.
Doubt it.
Let's go in.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Branya. You're a supreme guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother... Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia... You...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia. It was our shared treasure.
Shared treasure?
If you don't mind, Branya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Branya. I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klopoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess
What's
we're
that mean?
stuck with each other. Well...
Oh boy.
It'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short.
So she was tech savvy too?
Not really, no. She was a military history major, very different from what I was doing. Still, we hung out every day. It's only natural that my love for inventing would rub off on her. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way,
Oh, so you're
want to
coming?
help me pack my bags? Huh? That melody.
That's one
Is
of
it?
yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Come on then.
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Japard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with him. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Lots of alpaca things.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
So sad.
You know, but that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
I mean, you're the one using a guitar case as a weapon, so...
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken, though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once.
Who's Rhonda?
You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Here we go again. You don't have to do
What if I
everything
want to?
she tells you.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it? I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and
Sure,
an
full
end,
circle.
right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Oh,
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance.
It must have been definitely pretty strong.
Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.